The year is 2023. Teenagers with microphones swarm you at the local mall, foaming at the mouth as they demand answers to pointless hypotheticals.
Gay son or thought daughter?
Thought daughter.
Gay son or thought daughter?
Gay son.
Yeah, facts.
The rest of the youth shadow you from a distance, trying to determine if you'll be the perfect victim for the next viral prank.
Are you Google? Because you're everything I've been searching for. Can I please get your number? Please! Y'all just gonna walk away?
So I got the speaker, and I'm about to play some sounds in this store. I'm about to hide the speaker.
You head to the gym for a quick workout, but keep tripping over tripods as muscled men and women hurl agitated glares in your direction. You try to take your partner to a scenic view as a romantic gesture, but the walkways are choked with ring lights. Your commute to work is interrupted by photo shoots, and even during a quiet breakfast at your local diner, you still can't seem to escape the piercing, vertical gaze of an iPhone recording a TikTok at the table across from you. In that moment, you realize the influencer apocalypse has begun. Okay, is that good? Should we do another take, or? This past month, a video posted by TikTok user @AddictedToAnna went viral. In this video, she is dancing very enthusiastically as she is presented with a plate of IHOP pancakes. But it was neither the dancing nor IHOP's classic stack of cold and soggy in the middle, because they put the butter on it and then they let it just sit on the counter for like 30 minutes. Why can't you just serve me the pancakes and the butter separately? I've seen the little butter packets, so I know you can do it, and honestly, it would just be easier for everyone involved. Damn you, IHOP, more like International House of Oppression. Pancakes that has led to the outrage across TikTok and Twitter. Captioning the video, "The best part of this video is the woman jugging me," Anna put a spotlight on the reaction of the woman behind her. Anna even doubled down, reposting the video fully zoomed in on this woman's face in a hashtag relatable meme format, now exposing this complete stranger to just a handful of around 32 million people for judgment. You know what? I get it. I get it. You're sitting down for a cheap, greasy breakfast and a cup of coffee, in my case most likely incredibly hungover, because why else would I be at IHOP? And this grown adult across from you is bouncing up and down in their booth, playing the same TikTok sound probably 3 times in a row so they could get the perfect take. I get it. In fact, I applaud this woman's restraint. Despite Anna attempting to shame her fellow pancake enjoyer, it seems like from the comments section, most viewers felt the same way I do, and related to the anonymous woman's annoyed reaction. But there were still many people on Anna's side, and a brief internet debate was sparked over who was in the wrong in this situation. This video brought up interesting questions about influencer interactions with the general public, and I think touches on a much bigger issue that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. But first, the IHOP woman. I have seen absolutely trash takes on this video, with people claiming that Anna was just innocently expressing happiness and the woman in the background was mean and should have minded her own business. Here is the thing. Is it wrong to dance over pancakes in a public space? No, it's a bit weird, but no. Is it wrong to record yourself dancing over pancakes in a public space? No. Is it wrong to have a negative reaction when a grown adult is recording themselves dancing over pancakes in a public space? No. Is it wrong to paste a stranger's face online to be shamed by millions of people because they had a negative reaction to you recording yourself dancing over pancakes in a public space? Yes, Anna wasn't having a private moment of innocent excitement. She's a content creator recording a staged performance for TikTok in the middle of a restaurant. Don't put on a show if you can't handle an audience. Look, if a comedian gets on stage and tells a bad joke, or a singer's voice cracks when they hit a high note, the crowd's gonna let them know. If people want to think of themselves as legitimate influencers, they need to be prepared to receive the same level of criticism while recording their breakfast that literally every other kind of entertainer has learned to deal with. In fact, it could very well be that this woman wasn't even upset about Anna dancing, just that she was being recorded without permission, which is completely valid. I mean, God forbid if someone acquired evidence of me choking down my entire IHOP's family feast the morning after an unfortunate bar crawl. Anna is far from the first person to use an innocent bystander as an unwilling prop for their video, but I've definitely noticed a massive uptick in influencers not only recording people without their permission, but specifically targeting those people for hate and harassment online for just a few extra clicks. And in an age where everyone is an influencer, I feel like this problem's only gonna get worse. This one just made me laugh. Girly Pop, you were throwing it back at the Sam's Club. That is not the correct club to be doing that in. I don't think you get to take the moral high ground here. Once again, nothing wrong with dancing and having fun in a public space, but let's not pretend that the people looking up at you for 3.5 seconds while you're breaking it down are the weird ones, okay? Look, major news outlets have been in a state of moral panic over the internet since before the MySpace era, and I'm not here to beat that dead horse. Wow, that is a horrible saying. Did any of you guys cry when you watched Black Beauty as a kid and the horsies got hurt? I think I cried a lot. Anyways, what were we talking about? Every single one of us has the equivalent of a lottery ticket for fame and fortune just sitting in our pockets at all times. So of course, we're gonna be running around trying to do weird things to go viral. Wanting to be seen and acknowledged and praised is probably one of the most human things I can possibly think of. We're all just kids begging mom and dad to watch us do a cartwheel one more time. What is not normal is recording yourself in public and then getting upset when people have a very natural reaction to what you're doing. What happened? Seriously, what happened? Can you explain to me what happened that was so terrible? Should I get a notepad so we can file a police report? Oh, was it the woman who dared to glance at your tripod set up in the middle of a public sidewalk with a slightly furrowed brow while running? If you were offended by her running face, you should see mine. I look like I am fleeing the scene of a crime and rapidly approaching another one. Why did you feel the need to zoom in on this person's face and publicly bash them? Oh, was the 4,320 likes the dopamine hit you were looking for? I think some of the worst examples of this phenomenon come from gym influencers.
Are you kidding me? Again? Really? I have zero shame that I gave them dirty looks.
Hold on, dude. Yes. Oh my god. Yo, bro.
I truly cannot wrap my head around this level of entitlement and lack of self-awareness. See, they want to have it both ways. They want to claim the right to record because they're in a public space, but they want to waive the rights of other people to use that public space for its actual purpose so they can make TikTok videos. This isn't a movie set, and you're not the director, so get over yourself, get out of the way, and let Kyle get his reps in. Welcome to 2023, where asking someone to not record you makes you a Karen, apparently. At this point, it just seems like the term Karen has lost all meaning. It just seems like anyone who sets any kind of boundary or stands up for themselves in any way just gets called a Karen on the internet now. A lot of people have severe anxiety about going to the gym. It takes a lot of courage to overcome your insecurities and work out in a public space. For some, being recorded while exercising is a nightmare scenario. I am one of the people in that camp. I do not want to be the moist, heaving, red-faced warthog in the background of some gym rat's thirst trap. I sincerely feel like gym influencers have done a lot of damage in making gym environments feel even more unwelcoming for people who want to live a healthier lifestyle, but might be terrified of being judged because of the way their body looks or its limitations. It's actually super easy to just not be an asshole when recording at a gym. Here are some excellent examples.
Excuse me, do you know how I'm filming this way? Do you mind being in the frame? Cool, yeah? Pardon? Oh no, you can stay! No.
Wow, see how easy that was? See how that took like 2 seconds and now nobody's uncomfortable or upset? Crazy how that works. By far the most sinister of these wannabe gym influencer videos are the ones where people record in the locker room. For example, this freak who recorded a man undressing and posted it to TikTok fully uncensored to mock him while pretending to flex in the mirror. Or this other freak who wouldn't turn off his camera even though an older man asked him to not record in an area where people are taking their clothes off, which I feel like is a pretty reasonable request.
What's that?
Is that on?
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Why?
Because I don't want people taking pictures of me while I'm in the locker room changing.
I'm not taking pictures of you.
Turn the thing off.
Grandpa was mad for no reason.
Grandpa was in fact mad for a very good reason. Idiot. You are the weirdo with the camera in the locker room. There is no reality where you are the normal one here. Recording even a fully clothed person in the locker room is actually super illegal, by the way. Here in Texas, it's referred to as an invasive visual recording, and it's a felony. So in my humble, uneducated opinion, don't record in there. I feel like everything I'm saying is super obvious, and I shouldn't have to make a video talking about this, but apparently we live in a post-TikTok society where everybody views the people around them as unimportant NPCs who occasionally offer an interesting side quest. My side quest would be holding my hand when I get on an escalator. I freaking hate escalators, man. They scare me so bad. Ooh, guys, another video that I literally cannot stand, it makes my blood boil, is when conventionally attractive people will record themselves like walking down a street and then like zoom in on the reactions of random strangers that they pass by. Like they're just trying to get to work, man. Nice abs. Good for you. Stop recording random people and painting them as these perverted, thirsty looky-loos eyeing you up. What? Do you think perhaps they might be looking because you're dragging an entire camera crew behind you? Also, while some of these people might be getting a cheeky little look, most of the looks these influencers get are completely neutral, quick glances that are pretty typical of human beings taking notice of other human beings entering into a shared environment. This must be a level of delusion unique to attractive people, because if a bunch of people were looking at me, I would assume there was a warrant out for my arrest. This bizarre lack of respect for others and obsession with internet clout has evolved in some uniquely disturbing ways on different platforms. It seems to have become very common practice on Twitter to just post the face of a stranger online to ridicule them for something completely innocuous, or to make some grandiose statement about the condition of society. I've seen people shamed for something as simple as wearing a black button-up at a bar, wearing gloves at a coffee shop, or just reading a book on the bus. Nothing any of these people are doing is nearly as weird as sneaking a photo of a random person in public. Take a look in the mirror. You are the creepy, sweaty guy sitting in the bushes with the camera. Get over yourself. Honestly, at this point, I think we need to take a note from Japan. Every single phone in that country, whenever it takes a picture, it makes an audible shutter sound. Let's see how brave y'all are taking pictures of people when everyone around you can hear you do it and you have to face the consequences. AKA me pointing at you and going, ew! Ew! Personally, I think content creators should be allowed to record in public. Y'all just gotta learn how to behave. People should not have to live in constant fear that they might be subjected to the hatred of millions just because they stepped outside and happened to cross the path of a desperate influencer. That's a level of anxiety that the human brain is not evolved enough to handle, and nobody should be expected to tolerate that. At the end of the day, we're just peasants with iPhones. At most, we should only be subjected to the judgment of Tom the Cobbler's gossiping grandma. I think a lot of us people who make content for a living have forgotten that the average person doesn't want their face pasted all over the internet. It's kind of a crazy job to have, and it comes with some very specific risks. My advice for recording in public: try to give the people around you a bit of a heads up, try to get permission when you can, and if someone is super uncomfortable, leave them alone. The line between social media and reality is becoming increasingly blurred every single year, but people still need to be able to go outside without worrying about a camera being shoved in their face. That's it.